Lorenzo Cole, Prince Wimbley, and Kevin Lee, the deep trio for the Crimson Tide, awaiting John Casey's kick. And here we go in Athens. Mishandled by Wimbley at the 8-yard line. Got a little opening across the 25 and works his way to the 28-yard line. So that'll bring on the Alabama punter. Tank Williamson to kick. Chuck Carswell deep for Georgia. Short end over end kick. Carswell's just going to clear out, and Alabama will down it inside the 30-yard line. Cummings in motion. Tally with time. And a first down at the 47 to Damon Evans. Let's see if they go back to the ground on first down, just inside their own 49. Tally in trouble. Eric Curry. Strong with a strong run into Alabama territory, and a late flag flies in. All for naught.
Clipping, 15-yard penalty on the offense during the run. Replay, second down.
That clipping call won't get him any public relations with Ray Goff. 2nd and 21. Strong again this time. Toss sweep. Stacey Harrison upends him as he got to the 44-yard line. 3 wide receivers set for Greg Talley. In trouble again. 2nd sack of the day, and again it's Eric Curry. Jeff Marshall back deep. Good kick. Marshall backpedals to the 10. And Georgia bringing down in a hurry. Off play action. Hollingsworth completes it for a first down near the 25-yard line. 2nd and long, Alabama. Play action again. Wide open. Out to the 48-yard line, Donnie Finkley. 1st and 10, Alabama at its own 48. Wants to throw a screen. Turner, the fullback, got it down near the 45 of Georgia. Pickup of 7 before Dwayne Simmons. 3rd down and 2. Turner is going to be close. All week long, Gene Stalling says, but he's not the reason we're 0-2. This time they keep it on the ground, and Turner, the fullback's got the first down inside the Georgia 30-yard line. Again, it's the fullback, and this time Martin Houston rambles all the way to the 15-yard line. Ball tucked just inside the Georgia 19-yard line. Classic has it to about the 8-yard line. Big 3rd down, Alabama. Inside, Turner. I don't think he got there. Up in the air is Turner. I think he got it. We have a flag down at the goal line.
Say, with this crowd noise might have been the problem.
Dead ball foul. Delay of game on the offense. 4th down.
Philip Doyle, maybe the best in the SEC, in for a 29-yard field goal attempt. Right down the middle for Doyle. So Alabama takes it the length of the field, but they're forced to settle for 3, and they're on the board first. Andre Hastings and Chad Wilson deep for Georgia. Wilson will take it at the 11. Got a little opening outside and across the 30, near the 32-yard line. A flag at the end of that play.
Dead ball foul, personal foul. And the kickoff team hitting late with a headgear. First down.
A 58-yarder set to kick it away. This one high and short. Marshall plus the handle on the fair catch, and Georgia has it. with 1 completion. 3rd down and 8. He'll go down for the 3rd time today, and it's George Thornton, the man who made the previous play, who picks up the sack. We've got a tie game. And of course, Georgia's had their share. Kevin Butler and Rex Robinson. 1st down, Alabama. Lassick trying to stretch it out. The Dogs defense is going to drop him for a loss. Penalty markers down on the far side. It was Grace who made the tackle. Let's see what the flag's about.
Dead ball foul, personal foul on the defense, late hit, automatic 1st down.
That's our 2nd late hit of the day, 1 for each team. So we start the 2nd quarter. Alabama 1st down, 2nd down rather, at its own 32. Hollingsworth to Lamont Russell. That'll be good for a 1st down. Alabama out to the 45-yard line. Hollingsworth will work from the shotgun on 3rd and a long 4. Got it complete. Turner loose in the Georgia secondary near the 30-yard line.
See, he didn't have any pressure on him when he got ready to release the football.
Inside the 25 to the 24, Chris Anderson, the freshman. And it tastes a lot sweeter if Georgia could win. 3rd down, Alabama. Nice grab. Robert Jones with a 1st down. One-handed it, took it inside the Georgia 15. At the Georgia 14. Robert Jones to the 1. 2nd and goal, Alabama. Touchdown Tide.
Robert Jones over the top. Touchdown for Alabama.
Just outside its own 35-yard line. Cummings in motion. Larry Ware. Greg Talley. Open is Cummings. 1st down, Bulldogs. Alabama thinking about a blitz. They back it off. Hurst. 1st down. To the 35. They appear to have a passing situation here. 3rd down and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Hurst. To the 13. 2nd and 8. Georgia. Talley may be checking off again here. Will be a toss sweep. Larry Ware. Ware to the 5-yard line. 2nd leading rusher last year for the Dogs. He's the tailback in the eye, and here he comes on 3rd and 1. Lost the ball. Big scramble in the end zone. They say touchback. Alabama has it, but we have 3 flags down.
You had illegal substitution. You had too many men on the field. They didn't participate against the defense.
There's the break.
No clock.
Maxwell in motion. Talley wants to throw. Tipped away by Oden, or Shannon Mitchell would have had a touchdown. Instead, John Casey will try a 19-yard field goal. He's in pretty close. He's got a wicked angle, but he is a left footer. And he got it. 4 minutes, 11 seconds to go in the half. Georgia's cut the Alabama lead to 4. Is Crimson Tide leading by 4. Hollingsworth on 1st down. A screen. Anderson run out. Turner, the fullback. Up to about the 34-yard line.
Maybe have him step up a little bit closer to that line of scrimmage and throw a shoulder into those blockers.
1st down, Alabama. Anderson cuts back. Ran into one of the officials and still got a 1st down. Took over for Stan Moss, who had a punt block that cost them the Florida game last week. Chuck Carswell for Georgia. Going to let it go. It reaches the end zone. 46-yard kick.
It's been apparent that they've had a little problem running up inside near the center of the guard position.
Hurst fakes the end around and keeps it. He's got 10. He's got 11. First down, and he's out of bounds at the 20. Make it the 31-yard line. 52 yards on 7 carries. He's got almost 5 more. A long one on 3rd down. I don't think so. Alfonso Ellis, the fullback, unless he gets a great spot, looks like he might be short.
Over the 40.
Let's see what Alabama will do with less than a minute. Hollingsworth got some pressure. Jones, who scored the touchdown, got about 9 on that reception. So Alabama forced to punt with 10 seconds left to go. Remember, they've had trouble with their punting game this year. Just got the kick away. Carswell, fair catch at the 29. Said he appreciates every play of every practice and every game after being out that long time with a knee. Larry Ware, this will help his rushing statistics. Got it all the way out to the 40-yard line before Stacey Harrison brings him down. And that ends our first half of play. The end of half number 1. Alabama 10, Georgia 6. Our coverage will continue after this message and a word from your local station. Georgia's 2nd and 9 as they open the 3rd quarter on offense. Ware had an opening, bounced off one man and got across the 40. Tough run for Larry Ware out near the 42. 3rd down and a yard right here. Play action. Talley just got rid of it. And complete first down near the 43 of Alabama to Kevin Maxwell.
But you can see he completed the football, and that's because Teague, as you saw right at the top of the screen, had slipped down already.
Larry Ware on a toss sweep. Got to the 40. This time Maxwell and Hummings, the wideouts for Talley. 3rd down and 3. Talley's in trouble. Spencer Hammond, who drilled Talley after he threw his last pass, gets to him that time. Scott Armstrong to kick. Jeff Marshall, the deep man for Alabama. High spiral. Georgia trying to down it. Can't quite get there. Nice effort, but it'll be Alabama. He's been here a long time. Says, I don't want to coach anyplace else. Anderson. The Dogs having a hard time bringing him down. He picked up almost 9.
So he doesn't look too far down the future because you might miss something that's going to happen today.
Alabama at its own 32. Screen pass. Anderson, one-hand catch. And this freshman has had quite a day already, and I think he's got another first down for the Tide. You know what they say, Southern football is like a religion, and every Saturday's a holy day. Hollingsworth all day again, but he runs out of time, and he's dropped for a loss.
But one of the problems is if you are open, start running, don't look back.
Not a good punt. Fair catch called for by Georgia back at the 32-yard line.
You told me the story about him switching hats in the middle of a press conference and shocking everyone.
It sure did. Armstrong to punt. Another nice kick. Jeff Marshall makes the catch, and a flag goes down. Did Georgia not give him enough room?
Yeah, I think you have to give him at least 2 yards, and they didn't really give him that cushion, so that's probably what the penalty is.
Alabama works from its own 26-yard line. Here with 7:35 to go, 3rd quarter. Hollingsworth has a man wide open. Donnie Finkley is going to have a first down out near the 37-yard line. 2nd down and 8. Alabama. Draw play. Turner to the fullback. Big hole. Hollingsworth. A lot of room in front of him. Got it to Russell. It'll be a first down, Alabama, near the Georgia 34-yard line. 2nd down, a long 6 for Alabama. They'll go with the sweep. Cutting back is Lassick. He might have another first down. Dwayne Simmons in on the stop. 3rd down and inches. Straight ahead and up in the air is Jones. We've seen him go airborne before today. Once for a touchdown, this time for a first down. 2nd down and long for the Tide. The counter. Jones to about the 13. I think he might have another first down. I jumped the gun on Jones. He didn't get the first. He's about a yard short. Quick snap. Turner, the fullback. Will be close. Simmons made the initial contact, and then John Allen helped out. Led the SEC in field goals last year. This one, a 26-yard attempt. Doyle splits the uprights, and Alabama stretches their lead to a touchdown. 19 seconds to go, third quarter, 13-6 tied.
And Harry Dog was telling you to be there. You saw him point.
Larry Ware, nowhere to go as Derek Oden makes yet another tackle. He's been all over the field.
56.
Greg Talley, meanwhile, only 4 out of 10 for 45 yards throwing the football. Here comes his 11th throw. Maybe. Sack back at the 20. John Sullins and Steve Webb. That's sack number 5 for Alabama. George Hafner, the Dogs offensive coordinator, said this is the first team that gets down in a track stance and just will come at you. And they did there. High snap from center. Armstrong got it away. Not the greatest of kicks, but he handled the snap well. And he's going to get a Georgia roll out of this one. 52-yard kick with the roll. First down for the Tide. Hollingsworth. Screen again to his fullback, Turner. With some blockers in front. And North Carolina hands Bill Curry a loss. Alabama's going to try the end around. And Prince Wimbley's got a lot of room. To the 37-yard line. Inside handoff, Turner, the workhorse fullback, to the 30-yard line. Has 59 career field goals. He not only led the SEC last year, he led the country with 22 three-pointers. This one is from 47 yards, and obviously it's a gigantic kick for the Tide. Doyle got a lot of leg into it. And he got it. So enter Preston Jones, who started last week in the win over Southern Mississippi. The bigger and more physical of the two quarterbacks, Dan. Got it out to Hummings. Hummings to the 32. And Jeff Marshall, back for Alabama, has mishandled one today. And again, he'll call for the fair catch. Takes it safely near the 36-yard line. All right, Andrea, you know the hot dog sales at Yankee Stadium are phenomenal today. Hollingsworth on third down. Completes it. First down catch by Lorenzo Cole. Chuck Carswell back, awaiting the Alabama punt. They put two blockers back with it. Bulldogs line up in their three wide-out formation for Preston Jones. Screen to Hurst. He can run. He got 16. Larry Ware. Nice stiff arm on Stacey Harrison. Then he crawled his way for about another yard.
Gene Stallings at 0-2, hoping to get his first win today.
Third down. A long three. Larry Ware cuts inside. I think he got it. Don't you know he'd love to be the guy that comes out the shining star of this one. Jones. Damon Evans. First down, Georgia. Hastings in motion. Larry Ware. The Bama 24. Garrison Hurst. Hurst stays in there as a single setback. Here he comes. Hurst to the 4. They've moved it 70 yards down to the Bama 3-yard line. Larry Ware. The Dogs go for two. Hummings in motion. Ware wants to throw an option.
work that the Georgia Bulldogs did during the offseason really starting to pay off.
Georgia with the return on the punt. Carswell to the 45. Garrison Hurst.
Then it puts Alabama in a very difficult position of having to drive down the field and get the score.
You can't afford a mistake here. 2nd and 10. Where? To the 21. If he hits this one, it might be enough to beat Alabama. Casey will attempt a 40-yarder here. You'll know in a minute if it's good. Alabama needs a field goal. They trail by 1. Complete to the 41. Lorenzo Cole. The last time Alabama and Georgia played here, Mike Shula led a long touchdown drive and got a pass to Al Bell as Alabama came from behind and hushed 82,000. Gary Hollandsworth trying to do the same thing. It's complete to Russell, and that's a first down, Alabama. Gene Stallings wants a timeout. I don't think his players see him. Here comes a blitz. Wait a minute. Penalty marker down.
Dead ball foul. Delay of game. Offense.
This ball game's come down to a 4th and 15. Alabama. They trail 17-16. Intercepted. On the return, there was a dead ball foul, and that backs things up to the 24-yard line. And young Ray Goff at age 35 is about to pick up one of the biggest wins in his 2-year stay in Athens.